What's up, everybody? This is the Difficult to Please podcast, episode 35.
Yo, 35. That's what's up. We here now. We here.
35, born in, 1986. I'm turning 35 at the end of the
Are you really?
year. Yeah.
Oh
I didn't think about that. I was like,
shit. Oh shit.
1986.
35.
Ooh.
Oh damn, this episode's caught up to you. Just
Oh,
kidding.
shit. Speaking of catching up, man, it took a month break, no
Two
podcast episodes in
2 months.
June. No, well,
May also. Our last
wait, we
recording
skipped
was
that
in
one, May?
April.
The fuck?
Yeah, I was looking to the thing and we last recorded in April.
Wow.
It was
No,
just so funny because it's like, oh shit. Oh, there goes my coaster. But yeah, I was telling Erwin, hey, you want we're trying to record? He's like, baby stuff, baby stuff, baby stuff. This has been pushed back for so long. And even with the other podcasts I was doing, like I've been getting pushed back like hella. Like I haven't
Hey,
recorded
man.
since the last time I recorded with you too. So it's just like it's a super trip. I'm like trying to figure out what's going on. I was like, I'm not good enough to be like Seth Godin having my like
Do a solo
solo
pod.
podcast. Yeah, like that dude has insight, so he can talk all day. But me, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, that shit was tight. That's
No,
it.
but just quick personal update. We moved out of downtown Portland to the suburbs in Beaverton, so that took my entire fucking June. So I'm
Mm.
back. It's July 2021. So trying to get back on everything,
Word. Yep.
podcasting, design, all that. So here we are, back in the groove of things. How's everything? You good?
Am I good? I'm
I don't
good.
know.
I have like a
I think the last time we talked was like post Ramadan.
yeah. What?
Right?
I
It
don't
feels
feel
like
anything.
the
That's
last
that's the
episode
weird
was
thing. Like I'm not disappointed. I'm not sad. I'm not mad. I think I'm just what I'm doing is I'm throwing all these different projects at myself, and I'm just trying to see if I can finish them. I guess that's like what's occupying my time. That's why I haven't been really feeling like unaccomplished or something like that. I'm like, oh, okay. Like the only thing I'm probably like lacking is like creative outlets, but that's about it. Other than that, I'm like still catching up with my reading studies and stuff like that. I'm doing that stupid Google certificate and trying to like up my creativity stuff at the same time. But yeah, that's it.
all right. Just personal development. Get it?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's just who I
I hate
am.
on that.
And spending money on stupid iPads. Fucking did it. Fucking bought one today.
Oh, was that alcohol induced? What are you drinking tonight?
That was not alcohol induced, but I am drinking a seltzer from Coronado Brewery.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Coronado Brewing getting the seltzer game.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Strawberry lemonades, but they got good ones like ginger and lime. I think they have some pretty interesting flavors. So I was like, yo, not bad, not bad. Almost on par with Belching Beavers.
Very nice. I'm going non-alcoholic. Looks like a alcoholic beverage. It's a cold brew mocktail. So here we are
Oh,
on
interesting.
Tuesday.
He had like a fancy ass. You give it to people who can't see it, but he had like
Yeah, yeah.
like a whiskey
So this
ice cube in
if
there.
you subscribe to the YouTube or check it out
I totally
check us
forgot we
out on
had one.
Instagram. Now I have a old fashioned glass with a cube of ice, and what looks like whiskey is just Stumptown cold brew with a little bit of bitters. I
Is that what's legit now?
no, well, I wanted to not drink because I've been drinking from like Thursday to Sunday, and I was like, I caught like a brain fog yesterday. I was like, shit, I gotta ease up.
Oh, I gotta
I
tell
mean, the
you.
holiday weekend, and I don't work. I don't work Fridays anymore, so like I just like drink like straight. It's not like going on vendors. It's TMI and all that, but it's like two drinks, two drinks, two drinks, two drinks. My shit, like I should. My brain fog is like, okay. I feel fucking dumb.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling JV this, like I feel like I'm at 30% CPU capacity on a fucking, and it just all my fucking thoughts and my words don't come to me as easily as they usually do. So I'm like,
Uh-huh.
shit, I feel so dumb.
Mm-hmm. So I
So
haven't.
going on knock off.
I'm gonna I'm gonna throw this impromptu like topic about alcohol and like all this stuff that's been going on. So I'm sure you've noticed this, but during the pandemic, people have been drinking more. Like we have the highest consumption of alcohol probably in the last 20 years. Like
Okay.
people in the States have been drinking more than regular. And the pandemic might, and then like studies have shown that people are now actually drinking alone. So
Hmm.
like the increase of drinking alone is kind of interesting. People are drinking at home. People are
Hmm.
drinking at like not a, well, obviously you can't drink at a bar because of everything going on. So usually people will drink during an occasion. Like lately, it's been Zoom calls and whatnot, like the
Right.
Zoom drinking parties.
Yeah.
But people have been finding there have been studies that more people have been drinking at home, not during a social event. Like going home drinking, and like that's about it. And it's interesting because I was listening to, I think it was by Vox or it was by the New York Times, and they had an episode about America's been drinking more, and it's actually like rooted in like our history and stuff like that. It's actually pretty
Hmm.
interesting, and they compared it to like because like they are now finding that there there is more long term damage to like drinking. So, but it's the way that Americans drink. Usually, like if you compare it to like a country like Italy,
Hmm.
Italy usually has wine with food, and that's how you're actually supposed to treat alcohol. It's like it's a social event paired with food. It's just so like because
Yeah, but you're not drinking cocktails all the time,
you're
or
not drinking
you're not doing
cocktails all
pints
day
or
without
multiple
food.
pints.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And like the reason why I feel like people drink beer back then was because it was cleaner than water. That's the reason why people like drank more like malts back then and stuff like that. But yeah, it was an interesting thing. And so seeing this rise in alcohol consumption, I definitely saw it myself. Like I have a fridge full of like cut waters and seltzers now. And I was like, that's my fridge now. Cut water, seltzers, energy drinks, and coffee. That's and cold beers I fucking make. Yeah, that's my new liquid diet. It's terrible, fucking terrible. But yeah, it was interesting you brought that up. I think I've been drinking a lot too lately. Not like a lot where I'm like, oh, you need help, but drinking like I'm fucking bored or I don't think I drink for stressful reasons. I think I just drink for entertainment now. I don't know why.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's
Hmm.
just I don't know why you drink. Why do you drink now,
Well,
baby?
I know
You alive?
this is the
Yes.
alcohol consumption is actually not the topic, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just I'm
or a
just
hodgepodge of
interested.
like takes here. Well, lately it's been stress induced. If it's like
Oh.
hella stress, it's like
Mm-hmm.
oh, I have a drink, or a lot of like parenting stress. So that's like where I've been at, and then uh, just kind of like the marking of the weekend for me. So
Mm-hmm.
because I've committed to not drinking like Monday through like Thursday, I was like, okay, so once I hit Friday, like that's the weekend. I'll drink when the weekend comes. So
That's
that's where my like shit is at.
interesting. Interesting. Because lately I've been thinking about rather than prevention, I've been thinking about mitigation. Wait, just okay. So at least hear me out. Like I don't know why. I'll just randomly like sit on my bed or like whatever chair, and I'll just start thinking about random things. And one of them was about like what have we learned throughout this whole pandemic? And I think like we've seen this with prohibition, we've seen this with like all these different laws, is that straight up banning things doesn't work. Like it pisses people off. Like prohibition never really worked, and we were seeing that marijuana like banning never worked. But instead, um, I think what will work is mitigation and like risk prevention, or like you know what I
You
mean, like
sound like a fucking lawyer, bro. Like what the
n-
fuck?
no, like it's crazy because it's like right because
What?
I think there are way because like I think people get so pissed off like lately because I'm trying to understand the other sides of why people hated like the CDC and whatnot lately, and it's like basically people saying like no, you can't do that, you can't do that, you can't do that. In our culture, like we often like point fingers at each other. We're like, no, you're doing something bad, kind of thing. And I don't think that's like going forward. Like, and also the CDC needs marketing people because they need a better way of getting the message out. Because like them like not meeting that vaccine goal is like kind of disappointing. but instead it makes me wonder, like, okay, how could they have framed this better? And so, like, for me, like, I was listening to another doctor. So it's like, dude, like, you can't stop people. So what can you do instead? I think you could just uh, have like more risk mitigations instead. Meaning, like, all right, like let's take Christmas for example. Instead of having everyone at like the Christmas table or whatever, you can
Mhm.
have it outside. Everyone can have like already prepared like meals, like already wrapped, ready for each person kind of thing. And you could have done that, or you could have done Zoom thing, but you can't just say like no one should ever meet up kind of thing because that like that messaging is just it turns people off. So like yeah, I was thinking about bringing back to other topics. I'm just
Woo!
what you talked about alcohol makes me think like yeah, like instead of drinking every day, what could we do instead of saying no to drinking? I think we just say like drink on an occasion, drink on the weekend, drink on like drink to have fun with others. Don't drink by yourself. Don't drink a lot, and like we can mitigate that damage to our livers. I guess. What I'm saying is like don't drink. Just be responsible about drinking. Because I am drinking right now.
This is wild. Well, speaking of power tripping in the CDC, we got a big power trip. Disney going hard.
Oh
Disney
yeah.
has the fucking Infinity Stones, literally and figuratively.
Have you
Um,
have you not seen Loki? Just kidding.
exactly. So Disney has the Star Wars anime mini, was it like mini episodes
Hmm.
coming in Disney Plus. On top of they were about to finish first season of Loki. Um,
Is
yeah,
it the first season or like the only season?
I don't know, man.
That's what
The
I
thing
like
about
about those.
well, because it's like okay, in 2021 they did the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They got Loki,
WandaVision.
WandaVision. Like, dude, this is our pandemic entertainment. Like Disney plus their Fox properties plus Star Wars plus Marvel. Like like they make Disney Plus worth it. So
Yeah, Disney Plus is super worth it.
it's I mean, it made sense for them to pull all their movies and series from Netflix. So it just like this is not investment advice, but if you would, you probably would invest in Disney. So
Oh hell yeah! I'm definitely pre-ordering Black Widow for this weekend.
that's what I'm saying. Is like
Uh,
there's a lot going on, and isn't there an like they have the all the uh phase four fucking releases up until 2023, right?
yeah, I saw the Eternal trailer. That shit was crazy with Angelina
So,
Jolie.
dude, like I'm telling you, man, all the fucking like Disney properties, they're fucking killing it. Um,
I think they just finished recording Ragnarok or Thor.
the other Thor,
Yeah, the other
Love and
Thor,
Thunder, is that what
something
it's
like
called?
that. Yeah. So I saw a Instagram photo of like a Taika Waititi just saying like we finished. I mean, finished like filming. Like obviously you have to do
You got
the
to
post
finish the
processing and
rest of
stuff.
it.
Yeah, you got to finish
Yeah,
the
I mean,
more.
look, Disney,
They're killing it.
they
It's good.
they're killing it, man. And it just like just popped up in my feed this week. I was like, oh shit, Star Wars anime. Like,
You know why? Because Anime Expo just happened.
did they announce it at Anime Expo?
They did. They
Yeah, they
announced
did.
everything
There
at
you
Anime
go.
Expo. They announced a lot of stuff at Anime Expo. But yeah,
Tell me
Anime.
about the virtual experience at AX. How you feel about it? How'd you feel about it this year?
Oh, it got better. It's just it's better. It's a little bit more constructed. Um, I don't know. It's just something like the hosts really have to get used to, and I feel like a lot of inexperienced hosts were there. But other than that,
Okay.
it was really still good. I mean, I don't think it's because they're inexperienced. I think it's more like it's hard to do it virtual in a way,
Mhm,
unless you're like
mhm.
really good at like you've been used to doing like the Skype interviews and stuff like that. But other than that, yeah, it's
Well,
been okay.
when let's say like the AX comes back next year in person, you think it's going to be worth it to go, or you think
Oh,
like
definitely, without a
yeah
doubt. It's like saying if
versus
Comic Con's not good to go in person. It's just
no? I'm just curious because I know that we've the last year plus talking about uh the cons and cons are dead and shit like that. So it's like
man, are cons dead? It actually makes me want to rethink it now. Are
I mean,
cons
yeah,
dead?
in-person events, I mean, like concerts, not dead. The venues might be dying, but
Yeah, I might be dying in a hot LA sun. I got
that's what I'm saying. It's
sunburned
like
for the first
okay, like
time.
next year, when when California gets to host a bunch of fucking cons, right? So or Vegas, like
Mm-hmm.
CES is in January. I think that's the next biggest one.
Mm-hmm.
It's like like all
Well,
the
Comic
like
Con's the
really
next biggest one, but yeah. Wait,
well is
shouldn't it have already
comic.
happened?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It
Oh.
should be this month. I think they're still gonna go virtual. So let's say like for next year, like do we revisit cons? Cons are dead, are they?
Yeah, I don't know. I really have to think about it. My nephew asked me about Comics Con recently. I'm like,
Because it's like, well, like
oh,
even Complex Land was virtual again this year. So it's like, well, what's the point? Like, because is it if our trend is still going digital for all our shit, well, is it worth it to be in person?
well, they would have to give it a reason to make it in person, right? To
Well,
make the in-person experience good.
right versus like if you just did like an online expo where you just like you get really mad exclusive shit anyways, like as a consumer. So like if you get Funko Pops, uh like a deal, you get the exclusive access and you buy it online. Doesn't kind of like mitigate going in if you're just in for the consumer part of it, right?
So my view on that is I think you should strike a fine balance between the
Hmm.
people, because I think if you can like charge like a digital ticket to see these live streams of like panels and stuff like that, I
Hmm.
think that'd be super worth it. Like me going back and watching the other like AX videos makes me go like, oh, this is cool. Now I feel like I haven't missed everything. So it makes me wonder like, let's say I went to the AX panel, right? And there were like
Yeah,
two different panels that happened at the same time, and I had to choose one. I would want to go revisit that other panel later. I think that's
no,
super
it makes
worth it.
sense. No, it does.
Yeah, and like I think that's cool to I mean, that's just opening up the barriers to more possible attendees, you know what I mean? Like sure there would be benefits to the people who went there, but if you can also like give that experience to the person who's like, let's say who's in, I'm gonna pick a random country, like in Lebanon watching like
Hmm.
Anime Expo or like Complex Con,
Hmm.
but then they would still have like maybe try to find a way to get access to like that online store too. That'd be cool. But yeah, no, I think there might be a hybrid. I think what we're figuring out is that we can actually do this digital too. Not everything has to be exclusive, like in person. But I think if you by allowing that hybrid system, you can have way more attendance come in or way more attendees because it's like, let's say if you have like virtual tickets, probably a
Hmm.
lot more cheaper, obviously, but
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, and then you just have that. That's
Pay
just
for a
extra
Zoom
revenue
link.
for the event.
Yeah, it's like yeah, that's where I'd probably think too. But well, I mean, we'll see how it goes next year when there's no cap on. I mean, there's going to be a cap like when there's full on people, 100% capacity at at all the cons. So it'll be
Yeah,
interesting to say the least.
yeah. I mean,
And
community's so strong too, so it's hard to get rid of that in-person experience with a strong community.
well also like I didn't think about it just now, but like the top tier shit might not change, right? So like Comic Con, Anime Expo, all these really big cities that and big cons that host them might not see a difference, but just be interesting. Not interesting, but like the smaller cons, the like regional conventions, it's like what changes will they organizers make so that it's like a hybrid,
Hmm.
but make it worth your while?
Right, right,
Because
right.
the panels, I'm assuming at AX, Comic Con, uh, and
What's the gaming one again?
yeah, I was about to ask you
Oh my god, what's
E3,
E3? Yeah, like
E3. So like those, yeah, like those are going to be hella worth it because they're hella big. But
small con.
Like Dallas Comic Con, you're gonna fucking like what's the pull besides like
Hmm.
a big ass meetup?
Yeah, that is
You know what I'm
hard.
saying?
I still think there's like power in a big ass meetup though, but yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, How do you make it worth it for the people who want to be digital?
Well, I was thinking about this. How like remember in 2016 when Pokemon Go and like Hall H at Comic Con was like a big deal and people were freaking out, shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I was reading how in Kotaku uh, wrote this where uh, we're ending the war in Afghanistan, but there's there's Pokemon Go gyms in on Bagram Air Base in Afghanistan where there's like these low level Pokemon who control the gyms and defend the gyms are gonna be left behind once the once the American troops finally leave Afghanistan. So this really weird fucking story of how America ends this war, but the the low level Rattatas are going to hold Bagram Air Base against the Taliban, like digitally, of course, in Pokemon Go. Like it's a really fucking weird story. Like
It's a trippy story. It's interesting. But
it's a stupid story that I was like, this is interesting. So just for the fact that yes, this kind of goes like with our podcast of like crossing politics and nerd culture.
uh-huh.
But I was like, what the fuck? Like that's cool how like I mean Pokemon Go is like an international game and our service members overseas were playing it. But now it's like, okay,
Hey, but a lot of them are young now, so it's like for them that's just normal. That's just day to day, right?
but it's such a weird fucking thing, man. Like to think because you know how those I forgot how you call them like the gyms and all that
Mm-hmm.
they're assigned to
Yeah,
like
different
points of
regions.
interest.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and like who the fuck like
I don't know, man. Someone like some child out there with a smartphone and like some Starlink connection is gonna go out there and be like, that gym's mine. It's
like
like, I'm
like
going for this one. This is
like
like held by an American soldier. He's like, not today.
like you go like 20 like let's say I was reading the article or someone was saying like I wish like 20 years later I can go back to Afghanistan and say, hey, I'm gonna come back and take control of this gym. Like the fuck, dude. In 2041, you're really gonna go you really think we're gonna go back to Afghanistan and you can as a civilian go back to the airbase that you were stationed at just to take over the fucking gym that
Yeah,
you
why
fucking
not?
built when you were like 21?
Yeah, why not? Why not? That sounds dope. That's cool.
It sounds so like I know we have a lot of really good future fucking predictions on this podcast, but I feel like that's a fucking stretch. Like
Pokemon Go. People love it.
I don't think that's one of the things that Pokemon Go tourism in war torn countries is like. I don't think that's a thing, bro.
Perhaps. I don't know. You might send
A drone?
a drone out there. They're like, all right, here, you take my here. I'm gonna like link my GPS to that, and I'm gonna fucking find those Pokemon when I'm out there. I
I
don't
don't know.
know.
I thought it was
It's
just a
weird.
weird fucking story that I just wanted to share because it's so
No, it's a good story. Like, all right, let's keep talking about like weird, strange culture news. So, do you watch Twitch?
not recently. I've been staying away from Twitch, really. But go on.
So,
I'm familiar with the platform.
so Twitch has changed so much for me. I mean, I don't even really watch Twitch because one, I don't like watching streamers for the most part. Um,
Okay.
but my friends like kept linking like in our group conversations, we would always talk about hot tub streamers.
Oh shit, hot tub streamers. Oh yeah, you
And
didn't bring it up.
and then no, for me it's fucking weird. So I'm just watching. I'm like, I don't get these people. It's super weird. Like the last crazy thing was watching like two Russian twins like dancing on like they're like just doing this on like a fucking kiddie pool. It was super
Kiddie
weird.
pool.
Yeah, and they're just like
Is it inside? I'm
yeah,
sorry.
it's inside in a fucking kitchen. I'm so confused. And
Like
like
it's
one
not
of them,
outside.
no,
It's in
no,
a
no,
kiddie
no.
pool.
They're streaming. They're just live streaming and like just
That's
doing random
stupid
shit.
as shit.
And
But
they're
go on.
fucking yoked. And then like one of like the twins like grabs like a bucket of water and throws on like the chest of the other one, and they're just speaking Russian. I'm just like, what the fuck is this shit? This is mad wild. But what's crazy is that Twitch like started doing they have like the new channel, the hot tub channel or something like that. I'm like, for me, I'm like, why? Why? Like this is getting like one step closer to OnlyFans right now.
Well,
This
because
is
whatchamacallit, I
crazy.
think that was the workaround. I think
Sure, but you know, like, yeah, it went from like just chatting to like hot tub streams, but then like, at what
the,
point? At what point does this kind of like start like inching toward OnlyFans? Because now like those hot tub streamers, like the ones who sit on the inflatable banana floaties and write like donation names on it. It
I
was just
fucking
super
hate
weird. I
God
know
damn
way
it.
too much
I
about
hate this
this.
timeline, bro.
I
I
hate this
hate this
timeline. This is
timeline.
all within 1 year. This is fucking nuts.
I hate this timeline.
And now they're all doing ASMR videos, and they're all terrible at ASMR videos. I'm just like, what the fuck am
They're
I
using a
all?
fucking like XLR mic.
No, yeah. One of them, like, one homegirl was like, she had like like her old iPod microphone, and she was just like whispering, and she's like, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And she just starts laughing. She's like, oh my god.
Well, okay, like my understanding of the hot tub streaming, and this is my like surface level like understanding, is that like it was a matter of censorship and Jeff Bezos and his team saying like, "Yo, this is not like kosher. Like you can't have this shit on." And then there's like the people who were doing it were like, "No, this is like the same shit other gamers do, except for we're not playing games. We're just talking to people in a different setting." So this you're censoring where it's not adult anything. This yes, I am in a bathing suit, but it doesn't necessarily mean like I am doing adult things. I'm just talking to people in my bathing suit in a weird fucking tub. That's my understanding. Like there's a free speech shit, censorship.
No,
Jeff
that's fair.
Bezos, suck
That's
my
fair.
dick, like fuck Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, that's fair. That's actually really fair. Like when you put it in that way, I'm like, yeah, that's. But the platform has a right to say no. You can't do this. I mean, in the end, it's the platform is for the platform dictates the rules. It's not a free speech
As we found
anything.
out throughout this fucking year of Mark Zuckerberg owning everyone's lives.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I'm like, wait, that doesn't like if you use that logic, yeah, that actually makes sense. But at the same time, Twitch can be like, no, in our terms of service is no bikinis, no blah blah blah, no revealing
No, I
stuff.
don't think that
But
was like written into their fucking TOS.
no, but they can write it anytime they want.
Mhm.
You know what
It's
I mean?
true,
Yeah,
but I
they can
don't
do it
think. Yeah,
anytime they
yeah.
want. If they
I
want to
think
ban it,
that
they
was
can
the
ban it.
yeah. I think that was kind of like the workaround, so creators don't jump to OnlyFans. Because I'm assuming because when I was reading like the brief knowledge, the headline in like the first paragraph, I was like, okay, these are going to be attractive women or just women in general that are doing the hot tub streaming
And
chats and
ASMR,
all
everyone's
that
buying the
shit.
3DO now. I know
So
way too
yeah,
much about
versus yeah,
ASMR right now too. Holy shit! I just jumped into like I've been jumping into the really strange worlds lately. Now I'm just like I bought Sony noise canceling earbuds to listen to some ASMR videos now. I'm just way too invested
does it
into this
make you
shit.
more relaxed? Because it wasn't isn't that the point of ASMR?
I
You're
don't know,
supposed to
but
feel more relaxed,
it puts me in a weird
like a
flow
massage.
state. No, it just puts me in a
Word?
weird yeah, it puts me in a weird
Sorry,
flow.
man. Fucking like judgmental. Like what the hell?
Like I'm like writing and I'm just like that's why I don't
I
listen to the
can't.
ones of words. I just listen to the ones of sounds. I'm just like, I can write all day. I can write all day. Yeah.
Yeah,
Productive as
sounds,
shit.
man. I don't know, man. That's an interesting thing, but
Some
to
people
each
it puts
their
them to
own,
sleep.
man. Like I
Yeah,
can just
to each
listen
their
to
own.
Lo-Fi Girl all the time, and I can
Yeah,
just get into my state.
same here. Yeah, I've been listening to VTuber lo-fi beats lately, which is super crazy. But uh, what do you? Sorry, I'm gonna jump on this now.
Here we go. Let's go.
What do you think about Slate? Like, what's your opinions about Slate?
I have no opinion because I know what the fuck idea
Oh,
Slate
Slate's
is.
like a progressive like magazine and stuff like that. Anyways, so it's impressive that Slate actually put out an article about
Oh, okay.
A VTuber.
Oh, stay word.
Yeah, so one of the VTuber, like it was actually pretty big in VTuber culture, was that this VTuber was graduating, quote unquote graduating, she's quitting basically. And like it's crazy because like
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Graduating
I
VTubing.
mean,
Get out.
that's the common word for Japanese pop idols
Say word.
when they leave the group.
That's
It's
really
called
what they say
graduating.
about anybody
Yeah,
who's
if you're part of like the Japanese pop idol industry, and you leave the group, you consider graduated. Like whether you get like kicked off, they terminate your contract, or you're just dipping. It's called graduating. Whatever,
that's such a
semantics, right?
fucking weird term.
Such
But
a
go
weird,
on.
yeah.
Go on.
But
Go
yeah,
on.
like for a good week, internet culture was kind of crazy. Like VTuber culture was kind of crazy because like all these VTubers on Twitch were like talking about them. They all had something to say about it. Like, oh yeah, she's the one who. Because this one's particular is really interesting because she was like a bridge between English, Indonesian, and Japanese VTubers, and she was like the one that held all of that together. It was like insane, actually. It's pretty crazy thinking about it now. But yeah, so she had her graduation on the first, and like, yeah, it was super nuts. And like, it it kind of it kind of makes me wonder like where VTuber culture is going forward. Because
Okay, I
like
mean that's fair.
if
That's
you
fair.
actually go on Twitch and you just look at VTubers, there's millions of them, or there's like thousands of them now. It's intense, and a lot of them were, but it makes me wonder. Like the reason why VTuber culture blew up was one because of her, because
Okay.
she is an American like that lives in Japan. She speaks Japanese too, or she's not that good at speaking Japanese, but and then she managed to like push for like English, Indonesian, and like all these different cultures. Like, oh, I'm not sure if she pushed for the Indonesian one, but she definitely pushed the English one. Anyways, besides the point, yeah, she graduated, and like, it's crazy. It makes me wonder, like, where that culture's going because people are taking it to like new heights now. Like they're having their own like
How like
variety shows, and it's super like
with their avatars?
yeah, like people are like super like creative with it. Like they have like their own like mini series now. And, like they have one called like here, you know, like we're gonna bring in like a VTuber and like we're gonna talk about like video games they play. Like they make it into like a sketch show. It's actually pretty
Dude,
interesting.
VTubers, that's
It's a
like that
different cult.
frontier shit,
Yeah,
man. I'm telling you, like
it's weird. It's been like my jam lately because it's like like they're what makes them so appealing to me is that they're not like scripted characters. Like they're
mhm.
actually just real people who's like, yeah, we got drunk on stream and we threw up and like I knocked out midstream kind of thing. Like I fell asleep midstream because I got way too plastered playing Among Us.
Here's the thing
Like
I
that's
think about
super funny about me.
VTubers,
Yeah.
is that like I think when we get to the how Gary Vee talks about the metaverse, how like our our fucking online worlds will start fucking being more interconnected. I think VTubers are going to be a part of that. Where
Oh, they are. Yeah, without a
right, they're going to
doubt.
be at the first part of like being integrated with the metaverse and being connected to Fortnite, Call of Duty, to Roblox, to Minecraft, to your very your sports, live
Hmm.
sports, all that shit. Right? It's going to be like it's going to be there. It's just a matter of when all that stuff is put together
Yeah, all the
into
building
this.
blocks are happening. Because
Yeah,
okay, so
exactly.
if I want to put it in like so other ways, let's say VTubers, right? So
Mhm.
how do VTubers make money? Like from YouTube donations alone, Coco made 600,000 in the month of June.
Fuck my life. What are we doing, my guy?
I had to read the numbers, but okay,
You're like,
but
well, what?
this is excluding
Difficult to Please only has like 10, dude. I think we have 2 subscribers on YouTube.
no, and she only okay. So the biggest VTuber right now has three. She just hit 3 mil subscribers, but
Mhm.
she doesn't make the same money. Coco had 1.4 million, and then in June
Is that
alone, she
is that
made six.
based just based on donations? No
Right.
affiliate
So
marketing,
yeah, there's no
no
affiliate
sponsorship.
marketing. Yeah, no other like no other outside contracted stuff. Like some other so for VTubers, they make money also doing contracts and sponsorships and
Okay.
whatever and like affiliated marketing and stuff like that.
Right.
So like the actual income is like crazier than that. But anyways, yeah. So it so what was I talking about the next
We're just talking
universe?
about the metaverse and
Yeah, and
being
the
being a part of it, being at the forefront of it.
right. So to use a less weeby example, Minecraft does that too, and Roblox is slowly doing that. Roblox is like they just had a partner. I just read that they had a partnership with Sony, So I want to see where that's gonna go. And what's crazy about Roblox is that I was just listening to like a few interviews, and someone said like, no, Roblox isn't a game. Roblox is supposed to be like a universe kind of thing. So it's really interesting seeing where Roblox is gonna go, and it's so funny when I was reading the Apple versus Epic trial.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Tim Sweeney, the CEO of Epic, was like, I'm trying to create a multiverse. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? He's trying to make an online multiverse. I'm just like, this trial is crazy. I don't know how Epic's gonna win this Apple trial. Well, anyways, yeah. So back to your point, yeah, the online metaverse or universe or whatever, multiverse, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
It's
whatever
it's
you want to call it.
the building blocks are already happening for sure, and I think NFTs are going to be a part of that. I
NFTs,
think
big part of
VR or AR is going to be a part of it too, because I know Hololive is trying to create a Hollow World kind of thing where you can go as your avatar to this Hololive world and watch them like do their live streams or concerts or something like that. And like
We're getting close.
we're getting close
Feel
because
it. I feel it.
Minecraft already did that. They already had concerts on Minecraft, and
Mm-hmm.
and I think they had some on Roblox too. Then we obviously had it with Fortnite, so
Fortnite, Travis Scott.
it's all building there. All these
Mm-hmm.
little baby steps can lead to something huge.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Well, yeah, I just thought the metaverse and where we at with tech. It just like I was telling JV off air here, like I just feel like an old man. Like the pandemic just made me feel like a fucking old man with everything. I think just thinking about where we are in tech and social media
Mm-hmm.
and how we get our news, how we consume culture and show our understanding of culture. It's like it's just online social media, and it's like we're getting hit with like a lot of ads, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm calling my shot right here is that when we get our AR VR, we're just gonna constantly get bombarded with fucking more ads than we are right now. Think about like TV, right? Not all of us fucking are cable subscribers or you stream live TV, so you're missing out, on that or like the ads we see on social media. Like think about that, and it's like, yo, we're gonna get hit harder
Mm-hmm.
in this moment of like when we get to this multi metaverse or whatever. So
Well, it's gonna
I
be
mean,
crazy.
yep.
It's gonna
Mm-hmm.
be crazy because the rise of content creator culture is insane. Because
Because
it's
it's
no longer
mhm.
about companies and agencies now. Now it's about the individual creator. It makes me think like this could be the right, like we have Patreon, Coffee, um, Twitter's now doing their own pay, or they're going to implement eventually, but they're pay their subscribers, super followers kind of thing. YouTube's doing that with their membership program. Twitch does it obviously. It's so funny because I think Twitch and Patreon kind of like led that subscription to your favorite um
Mhm.
creator kind of thing, and I think that's crazy. I think that really lowers the barrier to entry to everything. And going forward, I think individual creators, like the reason why I think VTubers are also so important is because it got the shy people who hide behind a camera to do something, to interact with people using like a VTuber kind of thing. You could be like a panda bear or whatever like that, but you know what I mean? Like there are some people who just don't do good on camera, and they're like, let me just use this avatar to, you know, communicate with people. It just, I think all those interesting removal of barriers to entry is creating a lot of choices in this world, which I don't know if that's good or bad, but hey, I mean, if you definitely have a good following or a good stuff that people like, then yeah, you'll definitely get rewarded with it nowadays. I think if someone told me like, yo, art doesn't seem like a, I mean, I still think art's hard. Art as a career is hard, but I think that barrier to entry is a lot easier if you're really smart with it
No, but
now.
it's like the barrier to entry and all that. I do want to think about is like when we see all the creators with a bunch of like affiliate marketing and with all the people who would like sponsor these creators right now. It's like what's effective for you in on social media right now? Like what what marketing has like influenced your buying habits?
Yeah.
Like because you saw an Instagram ad or on TikTok or whatever. Because like, okay, I bought
Yeah.
a fucking purple not purple mattress, but a seat cushion. I
Which I'm
We
sitting on
booked
too.
a cabin on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've seen a couple ads on DoorDash that are like, oh shit, we should buy some food tonight. But like, what else? Like, what for you have you bought because of social media?
It's hard because I don't give into it. I don't give into those like ads. But
Fuck
but
you.
but 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 but, but I will tell you when I'm scrolling to Instagram, I
Yep.
lied. I picked up a class 101 art thing about like design, illustration. I got that from actually an Instagram ad. I was like, oh fuck. This is the first thing I got from Instagram. I'll see things like I've been seeing a lot of like a lot of home improvement stuff because I like looking at desk and interior design. So
Mhm.
I was like, oh, I don't want a couch. And there's like saw this one by Elephant Box or something. I'm like, yo, that's tight. It's like
Or like, didn't you do like Stitch Fix or some shit, or was that somebody else?
Stitch
Like
Fix.
you did like a trunk
That's not
trunk
me.
club.
I think
You
that's
did that
Raph.
was somebody
That might
else.
be Raph. Yeah, that's
Never
not me
mind.
for
Never
sure.
mind.
I choose my own stuff. That's
Oh,
no, no,
see,
no. I'm not saying as a diss. I'm just saying like for me, like okay, no, but for real though, no. I think okay, Stitchbox is sick because it exposes people to new stuff.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
No shitting on that. But no. It's crazy because if I made an influence on purchasing, it's actually watching other creatives who say like, I actually really like this. This is what it does. Like the Roadcaster. I bought that from a random YouTube. Probably it somehow led from me watching a Matt Diavella video to like this one random podcaster. He's like, I use this. I'm like, that's
Oh,
dope.
so is it one of those things where like it's not
It's
necessarily a
subliminal. It's
spoken ad, but it's like this is
yeah.
my equipment I use.
And those are like
Got
really good because that fucking works. Like I remember I was watching this one digital art person who's like, yeah, this quality is actually getting for like a drawing tablet. I just recently bought a Helion. Like this
Mhm.
is actually really good for 80% of what illustrators do. Like it's not Wacom, but it still gets the job done kind of thing. And I'm just like, oh, interesting. I will make that. I'll take that into consideration later. And I did. I fucking bought it. And then, God, it's like, it's for me, it's the subliminal marketing that gets to me. Like, oh my God. Like,
But at the
the
end of
like
the
the
day, like marketing does work on digital in the digital space for you.
but it's
Like,
different. Like for me, the marketing that works for me is the not intended marketing. Like it's not someone who goes like, oh, by the way, this is an ad. This is like a
oh, by
sponsorship
the
kind of
way,
thing.
we should pause for break and fucking listen to the ad on Anchor.
Oh shit, yeah. Let's do that. We'll come back after the break.
Got him. Pay these bills, motherfuckers.
Well, I mean, obviously we don't have a ad break on thing, but
We
so
don't. We don't.
I'll cut this part out,
Yeah,
and
it's
then
fine. It's
you can
we're fucking we're cruising. This is a good episode.
this is a good episode.
Nice, very nice.
I'm gonna cut this off at 4:35.
Just make a note, and then I'll fucking
Okay,
when I cut the video and make Instagram shit from it, I'll cut it too.
cool. Okay, so back to the thing.
Oh, back from the ad read. Speaking of
Erwin's
ad,
favorite ad read. Well, anyways, so we're talking about like influencing on like advertising influencing. So okay, here's the thing. I've been looking at weird brands because like random creators will bring it up, and I'm like, what is that? Like the
gelato.
big hit or something like
What the
that?
fuck is it? Gelato boutique.
Yeah. So let me
Some
explain
shit.
this real quick. So everyone, I just bought $100 pajamas from this crazy
They're
Japanese.
not scrubs.
Yeah, I have
Not
no
wear fakes.
dude, and it's like it's an Animal Crossing crossover, and like people.
Shit, you got.
Yeah, okay, so
Outta here.
here
I
is
thought you wanted the Pokemon one, bro.
here is how it came up to me. Like someone said, like, oh yeah, it's like someone said like, oh, what kind of pajamas do you wear? It's like, oh, I just wear that nice one from Gelato Piquet or whatever. And someone goes, well, those are really fancy and comfortable. I'm like, I know, I could sleep in these all day. I'm like,
Like a
that's
dumb read like that? Like it was a dumb ad read like that,
no, but
literally?
it was not an ad read at all. This person was just randomly asking the other, like, hey, what do you wear? Like, what kind of underwear, what kind of like pajamas do you wear? And for me, I don't know why that stuck to me. Like, I'm
Yeah.
like one of those weirdos. Like, but if you ask me what I shop, it's gonna be like Everlane Uniqlo and anything by Yoji Yamamoto, who, by the way, is doing an
Flex.
Evangelion
Oh yeah.
collaboration
That's
soon. So
Y3.
just that's fucking Y3. Anyways, best, my favorite Japanese designer after or before Mark Jacob. Anyways, yeah. So it was just that kind of stuff. That's what I'm saying by content creators. They I think they can be less picky about what kind of like affiliated marketing they can do, unless you're part of like those gaming teams like Corsair or Razer or something like that.
Fuck phase though. Well, if you didn't know, Phase, there's a couple of members from Phase Clan gaming crew who were involved in a pump and dump scheme
Allegedly, pump and dumps.
in a crypto, yeah, allegedly in a crypto altcoin. So
To the
they
moon.
so there is an investigation into that, and I believe they are not a part of Phase Clan right now. Is that correct? I'm pretty
The
sure you're more connected into it. I just saw the headlines.
Oh no, I actually don't get involved with those gaming teams. I
Oh,
think
okay,
they're all
gotcha.
toxic. That's why. I think all of them are toxic. It's super crazy. Like I think the toxic in those or the culture in those
It's
teams are
like the
actually pretty
worst.
toxic.
You
Yeah.
think it's like the worst of it versus like a, let's say like a an organized league such as like League of Legends or
Even that.
Dota.
Well, who knows? There might be some
Eh,
shady
no,
shit going on
oh
in the
yeah, who
background. You know
knows?
what I mean? Yeah. Who knows? Who knows? I
But yeah,
just
I mean, like in terms of like creators and advertising, and so like all the marketing, digital marketing, and this is where I was telling Jay that it just felt old because like I'm like, dude, like I don't understand, or I don't understand, but like how trends are and how they work and how fucking like how all that shit without social media, like digital marketing and all that. Like, how am I supposed to know what's trending, what's out of style, or all that shit without social media?
you don't. You didn't.
Exactly.
It's not what's trending. It's freaking
Or like
what's
what's new.
advertised to you. Like if I would look up like art videos all day, I'm gonna get art advertisements for sure. You know what I mean? But that
I send JV dumb videos
oh
of
my
like
god.
uh primarily Asian girls who watch anime on TikTok and I fuck up his feed.
Dude, my fucking Instagram reels is just Asian girls now. It's so like I don't know how to explain it when someone's looking at my Instagram like, what do you have all these Asian girls on your reels? It's like Asian girls and
This
art
fool's
stuff. I'm just like,
JV's
I
in the
don't know.
pharmacy through, scrolling through like, what is this, bro? Thirsty?
And then what was the other one? So my friends fucked up my Twitch feed. Now I see hot tub streamers all day now. I'm just like, dude, what the fuck? Like what see what I like about my YouTube ones is that I took that off. I took off like the follow and recommendations kind of thing. So
Oh, you said
on
fuck the algo? Okay.
yeah, I said fuck the algorithm on YouTube. So there's a big difference between my algorithm on like my main like my regular email
Yeah.
and then like my art email. I was like, yo, fuck that. Put the algorithm on just to do like a little little experiment for myself. And man, that algorithm works. That when you look for something specifically, like I stuck to two things, art and like nerdy shit, and that thing delivers, man. That thing delivers. But then like I love my regular one because it's just like it's the Daily Show, it's Fox, it's cooking videos by Josh Wiseman, and it's just fucking it's a clean YouTube experience that I enjoy. But I don't know, maybe I want to try TikTok because I heard they're pretty crazy at it too.
I joined TikTok to consume because I realized that things I consume on my Instagram reels are the same shit, but
I heard
earlier.
TikTok does it better now. Their algorithm's way better. Like
Yeah, I'm assuming the Chinese government has better algorithm. The CCP. Shout out to Xi Jinping again.
Free Jack Ma.
Oh shit!
Damn, you're about to get hella censored. I'm just.
No, I will say this one thing about TikTok though.
We should wrap it up soon.
I
But
was
yeah, go ahead.
consuming. Yeah, we're gonna fucking get banned right here. And then if you say, you know how they have captions in their ability now. If you say Tiananmen Square, it doesn't say Tiananmen Square. It'll say anything but. It'll say like Cinnamon Square. I was like, oh,
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it was like this white dude was saying Tiananmen Square, Cinnamon Square, Cinnamon Square.
Interesting. Huh. Did not know that. This needs to be investigated.
Yeah. Shout out to us for getting banned in China again.
Hey.
Free Jack Ma, free Hong Kong.
Free Tibet.
Independent Taiwan.
Free Tibet. Free the China Sea.
Oh, fuck.
Just kidding.
Free the Uyghurs.
Free the Uyghurs. Free everything. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah,
whoa.
Perma ban. I want to go to Hong Kong, bro, but fuck, for the cloud, right?
Same. I still want to visit China, but damn, that makes it hard now. Oh, well, maybe in 40 years. Maybe in 40 years when I decide I want to take over a fucking Pokemon gym in Beijing, I will do it.
Oh, the Forbidden City?
The Forbidden City. You're going to go and, like,
on the
bring me my Zapdos. I'm about to electrify this shit.
Oh, no, man. You're going to take down the Great Firewall of China right there, bro.
With Articuno.
We're so fucked. We're so fucked.
All right, let's wrap this shit up, man. This episode's been really fun. It's just a fun culture news.
So I think our episodes should be more like this. If we go about this, I think we're on a good groove. Good groove, man. This is a good groove.
Good groove, yes. We groove.
2 months. Our summer break. This is just summer school now.
It is just summer school. Sorry, just real quick before we end, man. The way I don't know why when I said that it fucking made me think of Paul Rudd. And then, dude, his new show on Apple TV is gonna be nuts. One of him and Will Ferrell.
Oh, I didn't realize they're coming up with a new show.
Yeah, it's called like the Psychiatrist or Psych Next Door.
Oh, word!
It's about Paul Rudd, how he manipulates. It's based off a true story of how Paul Rudd manipulates, as a psychologist or psychiatrist, manipulates Will Ferrell into committing crimes or something like that. Like, it's based off a true story. It's fucking nuts. So that's coming up on Apple TV Plus.
Paul Rudd was just being random and doing random PR for shit. I didn't realize he was coming out with a new show.
Yeah, no, he's doing the psych.
I was like, is there a new fucking Ant-Man? Like, is that what's happening?
Hey, Ant-Man 3 is coming out, so
Ant-Man 3. That's what I'm saying, man. Going back to the original fucking, like, not the original
multiverse. We're back here again.
Multiverse, Disney run shit. Can't wait to go to Disneyland in the Metaverse. Got to fucking talk to people. Touch people and shit.
There's gonna be Disney's opening up. We're gonna have like, is Marvel Land out? I actually don't know now.
Yes, because I remember
in the U.S. or in the U.S. in California, or is it just in Florida?
I think it's only in Florida. I don't know where the fuck you put it in California.
I have no. They bought a bunch of land.
They did,
or I think I forgot because I know they did Guardians of the Galaxy. They replaced the Twilight.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember.
I know they want to do
I've been in fucking Disneyland for like,
oh shit,
I feel like a decade. So I honestly have no reference of anything.
Oh,
so I understand there's a Star Wars land, but I don't like where bro. I don't like. I'm thinking about like the spacing of all that shit. Like, I don't know where you fucking close and open. Like, what do you close down to open something?
There's an Avengers headquarters. Holy shit. Okay, I guess it's gonna be
in California, or is that the one in Florida?
In California. I need to go check this out. I'll let you know later. Report back to this. Anyways, good episode, fun episode. Just
fun times. Make it Suntory times.
For relaxing times. Make it Suntory times.